Hey everyone, it's Anik again. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an update on my Pan Those eyeshadows. This is going to be the second to the last update, so there's going to be a finale after this. And I'm actually going to skip the beginning of December and show you my progress at the end of December, right after Christmas, so that I can get like a full months into it and maybe, hopefully, finish panning some of the shadows that have been lingering for a while. So if you want to check out what I panned this past couple months, keep watching. Alright, so I did pan 4 eyeshadows between September and October. I did skip doing an update at the beginning of October because I didn't have a lot of progress, and also it was getting a little crazy again. 2020, that should just be its catchphrase. It's crazy. But anyway, I did pan 1 shadow in September, and that was from the e.l.f. palette that I had, the Opposites Attract palette, and it was the shade Calm. Gosh, there it goes. So it was the shade Calm. You can see it up there. I really did like the way this shade looked. The only problem was when you're trying to get it on your eye to create the looks that I did, you really have to like dig into the palette. So a lot of the progress came from having to just like keep packing on the shade. It was really pretty. It created kind of like a lavendery effect. It's hard to get like a swatch on there. But to get like that blue shade that you see like in the pan, you really had to pack it on, which took a lot of work, and so it used up a lot of this shadow. So I hit pan on the shade Calm after 6 uses in the middle of September, September 15th. And the reason it only took a few uses is because I really, like I said, had to pack on the shadow to get any kind of color saturation on my eye. So I really had to work into it. That's why it kind of looks like it's been a little bit of abused, because it was very much abused. I did like a couple of the other shades in here. The shade Chill I really liked. I actually put it on top of Calm a couple of times. And then this green shade Wise was really pretty. And then a couple of their shimmers. Like I used this one I think once, and it was really, really pretty. Low key, I kind of got really dirty with Calm, so I tried to scrape a little bit off the top. That's why it looks like there's a lot of use, but not really, because I didn't use it. I just tried to clean it up, and I kind of messed it up. Yeah, that was the shade Calm. The next shadow that I hit pan on came from the Tarte High Neutrals Performance, or High Performance Neutrals holiday palette from last year. It's the one that came in like that sparkly box. It has 4 mini palettes that you can put into like a little travel size magnetic case. It has a little mirror. This one has been in this like mini has been in this project twice. First with this shade right here. Don't remember what it's called. I think it's like Winter and Chill. Yes, it's called Winter and Chill. And then Luxe was also in this palette for this next round. I think it rolled in right after I got Winter and Chill out of the project. But I did hit pan on that one. I hit pan October 22nd after a lot of uses. So 16 uses in this project, but I did continue to use it after I hit pan. I only counted till I hit pan, which was like a really tiny pan, and as you can see I expanded it quite a bit. I did really like this shade, so that's what it looks like. Swatch it. It's really pretty, kind of like mauve-y shade. So that was the shade Luxe. I hit pan after 16 uses on October 22nd. Then just a couple days later, on the 24th, I hit pan on this single shadow. This is from, I think it's like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. A few years ago, when Target first released their Target Beauty products for the holidays. And as you can see, there's a tiny bit of pan there. I was using this to kind of just top Luxe. for a few days, and then I noticed that the edge of the pan was getting pretty close to the bottom, really pretty, and so I really concentrated where the pan was the thinnest, and I finally hit it on the 24th. So after I saw that that dip was occurring right here along the edge, I really just started focusing on that spot, and after 7 uses I hit pan. Finally, I did use it like once or twice after, just because I really thought it was a pretty shade. I had used it before this project, so there was a lot of progress already, but I hadn't touched it, I think, in a year, so it was nice to have it rolled in so that I could give it some love. But those are the 3 so far. There is one more, and that one I hit on October 31st for Halloween. So I tried to do some makeup looks for Halloween. I was trying to do like an ice princess, so I used like a lot of my blue shadows to kind of like contour my face with blue, kind of like do like blue hues. And then I did like a sunset look, so it was like red to orange to yellow, with my Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, because this one has been in the project so many times for this 1.5 years so far. Flip this open so you can see what I'm talking about. As you can see, that corner is super gross and dirty because I literally just stuck my finger in one of these shades, this Real Techniques brush, and just kind of went through all of these and painted my whole face to create this kind of like evil witch, bluish, purpley, red kind of look. And I don't have a close-up of that. I wish I did, but yes, so I kind of destroyed that corner. I feel like I can clean it up a bit, but yeah. I just like went into town when I saw my mistake had created like this kind of look that I liked, and I did my face, I did my hands, up to like my wrist up here. And surprisingly it didn't get all over the place. I did like set my face and hands, so I didn't like transfer any of the eyeshadow anywhere. But when I was going through and doing like some touch-ups, I pulled the brush away and there was the tiniest bit of pan, which I was super excited about because I did not think I was going to hit pan on any of these shadows that were rolled in for these months. But I did, so it was the shade Suck. I need to find a clean finger. But it's this orangey, it kind of looks neon in the camera. I'm gonna go over. That is what it looks like. There might be like a tint of blue in there that kind of throws it off, but I was trying to get a spot that was good and not dirty. But I used that shade a total of 16 times before I finally hit pan on Halloween. So 4 pans in these past 2 months, which is great progress. I do still have 2 eyeshadows that rolled into November and December, since we're going to double up these months, and they also come from the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, so let's go ahead and look at those. The shades are Bubblegum and Wow, so that pink and yellow right at the top. Go ahead and double swatch them. So pink and yellow Ranger right there. Close this before I get it everywhere. And that is what they look like swatched. I don't mind that yellow so much, but I just feel it doesn't fit really well. Either of these colors actually, I don't think fit really well for fall. But we're going to try to make them work so that we can end this project on a good note and have hopefully these last 6 shadows all panned by the end of December. So I do have all my shadows pulled up in my Excel sheet. There's 311 currently in the sheet. I do have more shadows than that because I have purchased a couple of new palettes, but I did want to leave my older palettes in this project just so they can get some love and attention before we move on to the newer things. I have been using those newer palettes, of course, but for this project's purposes, I wanted to just keep the older stuff up with the 311 already added. So we're just gonna hit this 4 times. Oops. So 97, I'm gonna write these down. 218, I think that might be the palette again. 43 and 93. So I'm gonna switch over and see what those are. Since we're at the bottom of the list, we'll just scroll up. So 218 is the first one we'll hit. Go, go, go. Um, 218 is from the Tati Beauty palette. It is matte smooth. So, here, just have it sitting close by actually, because it doesn't fit in my palette drawer. But here is what that palette looks like. I really do love the feel of this palette, and it's really messy because I have been using this in October. My phone! Okay, so pretty messy because I'm a mess, but the way she has organized this palette is by the different color shades, and then each of those are in a different texture going up and down. So, did I say smooth or soothe? Because I'm pretty sure it's soothe. It says smooth in my Excel sheet. The shade is soothe, and it's going to be this one right here in matte. So let's go ahead and swatch that one really quick. It does look like I might have transferred a little bit of the glitter from the shade above down. And the mirror on here is so good. So that's what that shade. Move up to 93. And that one is from another palette that has been in this project for a while. It's the Nature Glow 35OS Morphe palette, and it's the second shadow in that palette. Let me grab that. This palette has been in here multiple times. I'm pretty sure it's like 6 times. So as you can see, there's a lot of silver showing in this palette. But the shade that is coming in this round, let me flip it back around, is this one right here. Really do like this palette. So this one was a gift from my mother-in-law, and I think it was a really nice gift because I really do enjoy it. It's just been in this project a lot. You can barely see that shade on me. I have used this shade before though as a highlighter, so that's something that I might be able to use it for this project as well. And I went ahead and just grabbed the next palette. So 91 comes from the Pure Passion palette, and it is the very last shade on this palette. This one's been here once before, but this is the shade we're using this time, which is perfect because I'm looking for more of those like fall type shades. The problem though, this is a newer palette to my collection, so it doesn't have a lot of use. It has some use, but not a lot, so that is going to be worrisome. But it is a nice, like, coffee, deep chocolatey brown shade. I cannot see where that Morphe shade is. It's right here, but I don't know how far it goes. So once again, I'm going to have to swatch the last shadow across the top, or the bottom. But it's a very pretty, like, deep, like, I was gonna say sensual, but like more seductive type shade. So very good for like a smoky eye, I think, and perfect for fall because there is a little bit, looks like a little tinge of red. I don't know if you can pick that up in the camera, but it does have like a little bit of like red. So like maybe pairing it with more like a mulberry type shade with like the last shadow that we are adding in is 43, and wouldn't you know, it's from the Profusion Beauty Superstar like bundle. I did declutter most of the shadows from this, but I left a couple of the shades I really liked in like a little mini it took me a minute to actually find the Z palette that I had put it in, but it's this like tiny one, so I got like lost in the shuffle. And there's a Fred here on the top. The dog gets his hair everywhere. So I did spare 3 shadows from that Beauty Superstar palette because I really thought they were pretty and I really liked them, and I wasn't ready to get rid of them yet. But one of those was Phoenix, and it's this one in the corner. It's a little cracked because I was decluttering it. This one I don't think there will be a problem panning because the pans are so thin, but that is the shade. It is very pretty. I'm just gonna go across the bottom. So it's a very pretty shimmer, like golden bronze shimmer, really pretty. It would pair very nicely. I'm actually gonna just kind of touch that up. There's like a little topper right there. I will repan that. Actually, like it might be like a nice little topper for that brown. Oh, there I go, ruining things. But that is the shade Phoenix. So I went ahead and re-swatched them so that we can get like a better look at everything, and it's a little cleaner. And I went a little bit more on with this Morphe one, so you can try to see a little bit between all the shadows. But I do love these 2 right here. I'm so excited to actually have like more fall type colors in the mix. We've had a lot of like bright summery spring colors, which is fine, but you know, it's a different season now. I'm still a little nervous about these 2 at the end, just because they're brighter, more spring type colors, but I'm gonna see if I can figure something out with them to just try to get some more use. But I'm really excited about this color story. Alright everyone, so that is my color story for the months of November and December. Again, I'm going to do the finale at the end of December, probably after Christmas, just so we can try to get all of these panned by the end of the year. I'm really excited. I think I'll be able to do it. I hope I'll be able to do it. I'm going to do it. Let me know in the comments below if you are doing a project pan as well, because I love to watch those videos. And I will see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.